Hello everybody out there in the music community, this is Mike here, Soldier777 here. I figured I'd show you a video of a recent item came in the mail about 3 weeks ago from a band, or a favorite band of mine, which is a grail. It's been on my want list for a long time, for years, and it finally got in the mail. It's a great album. So here we have Jerusalem, Those Were the Days. And here are the back of the album. And back in the mid 90s, as the story goes, Ulf Christensen either played, I believe, had some unfinished songs that he, or something like that, that he showed a friend. And he said that they recorded back in the late 70s, early 80s. And that friend told Ulf, that he should release those songs, that they were good. So, and he had 2 albums worth of songs. And this is the first album, Those Were the Days, that he released, and this came out in 1997. And the next album he did was Rad, of the same series of the same recordings that they decided to put out. This came out in 1998. And these albums are very rare and very hard to find. So I'm glad I got both of them. Now, when I first had my channel back in 2018, one of my earlier videos, I showed all Jerusalem discography. At that time, I only had the first 6 albums. So I'm going to go through the discography again to complete the discography that I have out. The only album I don't have is a Greatest Hits album called Greatest Hits, with a purple cover. And it's got, I think, some songs, most songs are in Swedish and some are in English. But there's nothing new on that album. There's no like unreleased material. But the albums I have has got other unreleased material or songs I don't have. The ones I do have. So let's get right to it. So in 1978 they put out volume 2. Oh, wrong order, sorry. In 1978 they put out this album, self-titled one. Some of this is called volume 1. So there you have it. And No is a good song. Neutral is a good song. Days Passing By is a good tune too. So there's some of the good songs in this album. Yeah, there you have it. In 1980, we put out volume 2. There you have it, and here's the songs. And it's got, I forgot to mention Sound Neutral, I think. There's another good song. Anyway, on this one, there's Wake Up, Rock and Roll, Gethsemane, and which is Bye Bye World. There's some of the good songs on this album. There you have it. Now, some people call this metal. I guess back in the day, maybe considered metal. I know about probably 6 songs on each of these albums, give or take, is more in the guitars are really up front. So some may call it metal, some may call it hard rock. I'll call it rock, hard rock, depends on how you define it. I know when they play these songs in concert, it sounds much heavier. So it depends on what your definition of metal is, or hard rock. This one came out in 1981, called Warrior, and this is probably is a favorite album of a lot of fans. And this leans more towards a hard rock category, in my opinion. Every song isn't good. There's Constantly Changing, Warrior, It's Mad, Man of the World, Sodom, and Ashes in Our Hands. That's probably my favorite song on the album. So yeah, great album. And Warrior to me, 1981. And I forgot to mention too that around this time period, I think it was this album or when the first one came out, Glenn Cosner got a hold of a Jerusalem album. I'm not sure which one it was, one of the first 2, and he recommended Pat Boone to set up a distribution for Jerusalem in North America. And so, as you may know, the rest is history. That's how come they became popular, and that's how they become popular over here. And in the early '80s, they started touring a bit in North America, and some in States and Canada. So this album here, now where these 2 leans towards rock and hard rock. This is the next one came out called Can't Stop Us Now. Now this one has quite a few mellower songs or ballads, but it does have some notable rock songs. I wouldn't call it hard rock, but Can't Stop Us Now, Let's Go Dancing, um, what other ones is there? Love You More, Mourner's Parade. They're more of the rockier song, this one. And Time. Comes a bonus track, Time, which is a more of a rockier song. Now, Time is also on the Front Row compilation of different bands, but now they have a version of Time on their live album in His Majesty's Service, which sounds much heavier. So, as I said before, when you hear a Jerusalem album live, it sounds much heavier. Then we have the live one, live in USA in His Majesty's Service, coming in 1985. Oh, the last one showed coming in 1983, by the way. And this contains a mix of original songs and songs from their past couple albums before this. In His Majesty's Service is a new track. And Ash in Their Hands, for example, is on from Warrior. And that kind of thing. So yeah, this is a great live album. And my only beef, this album is too short. Only got 9 songs. If they added probably another song or two, would be better. There you have it. And then we have the album that everyone knows about. Then they have The Serpent, which is has both the USA version and the European version. There you have it, the mixes. And these first 6, by the way, is the Girder Music Reissues, coming to 2018. And I mean, this is a great classic album. This is Dance to Have a Servant, Plunder Hell, Populate Heaven, Rebel Jesus Christ. What else? Come Higher, Catch a Devil, Catch a Thief. There's a few of the great songs on there. Sorry. Yeah. So these were shown in my last video. These next ones weren't shown before. All together as a Jerusalem collection. But it's shown before in terms of pickups or whatever, or recent spins. So here is my next one called 10, which is 10 years after. And here's the songs in the back there. This is pretty much a compilation album when they were on the Refuge label, I believe. And this has no new songs on there. It's all greatest hits except for 2 songs. All these were from the Jerusalem catalog. But it does have Practice What You Preach and Reach It to the Stars, which are Ulf Christensen songs. I don't have any Ulf Christensen albums, but these are new to me, so I didn't have those 2 songs, so I forget this album anyway. Not much on the inside, just the disc and the 4-panel insert with that back of it there. Then we have the album Prophet, out in 1994. There you have it. There you have it. And this is more of a sort of a departure from the mostly hard rock, from the hard rock roots. It's more of I want to use the word U2, but it does have that vibe, but yet the guitar's still up front. I wouldn't call it metal, I'll just call it rock. Some great tunes such as City on Fire, Risen, The Waiting Zone, and Soldier. These are a few good songs. Not their best one, but it does contain some good songs. So that's Prophet. And then we get to the one I just showed you before. The next one came out in 1987 was Those Were the Days. And this is a great album. And I guess the great songs such as Those Were the Days, Must Come First, You're a Liar, Traveling Through the Ages. Yeah, great songs in this one. And we have Rad. There you have it. This album to me isn't as good, but it does contain some good songs. I do know that, let me see. Hey to You, Tell Me the Story, Close. The first 3 songs, some of the better songs of the album. There you have it. Not sure if I showed you inside this album, but here's the inside of this one. And here's the inside of this one. The inside is just lyrics mostly. Comes with like a eight or 6 or 8 panel insert. So next one we have is a live album. This came out in 19. Oh, by the way, these two came out in 97, 98, in case you're wondering. Then we have 1 second now. Then we have the live Par en Svenska, which is a live album. There you have it. And it's mostly in Swedish. Actually, it might be all in Swedish. It's all in Swedish. And it comes with one unreleased track. And when I find it, I'll let you know. Oh, I long for more of you. I got the English translations of the song titles written here. So the songs are mostly from, got introduction, must come first, and there's some talking, those were days, warrior, it's mad, days passing by, wherever you are, day that he was made, along for more of you, high tide, Sodom, man of the world, neutral, the flower of story, Van which is from Rad, traveling through the ages, drum solo from Klaus, constantly changing, Noah, bye bye crew rule, and come to me. There's a double live disc. There you have it. So this came out in 1998. And then we have Treaty, was a compilation album of 3 unreleased songs, or at least 3 unreleased at the time of this release. There's Hey Listen, and Coming Down, and Covered by Blood. The Covered by Blood was was released on the Dancing Head the Serpent, which came out after this. It wasn't on the original album, but at the time of its release, it came with 3 unreleased tracks, which is those 3. It's a double disc. There you have it. So, and then lastly we have She, which came out, oh, by the way, Treaty came out in 2006. There's 30 years, is what Treaty means, and basically it's about the 30 years of Ministry of Jerusalem from, I guess, 75 or 76 up to 2006. And this She came out in 2010. There's the latest album to date. And I talked about this album before in a few videos ago. But it comes with great inlay artwork. So, yeah, kind of cool. And it's kind of cool to have a Marilyn Monroe type figure here. Kind of cool. A lot of symbolism in there with that, and a lot of, you know, I guess you can derive the different themes from that particular picture. You know, kind of cool. I like, you know, someone's off Christian has a certain slant on winning for album covers. So yeah, so like some great songs is Calling On, Come On, I Want to Leave Her, Suddenly. Yeah, so some great songs in this one. There you have it. So anyway, folks, that's my Jerusalem collection. And she came out 2010, and they got working on a new album as we speak, which I think will come out next year. Anyway, folks, that's all I have for now. All the best, and have a great day. And let me know your thoughts on the band Jerusalem. What albums you like the most, and that kind of thing. Those Were Days are extremely rare album. You do have the Swedish version on Discogs, but I had the English version that was really rare to get, and I found for a great price on Discogs, and a person was willing to reduce the price a bit. Only bought for around 25 US, give or take 25, 26 US. Was a really good deal because a lot more expensive than eBay to go on eBay. Anyway, folks, have a great day and all the best. Bye now.